Hi, good evening, fellow Toastmasters. Hope everyone is all good. This is your Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Syed here. Welcome you today for this today's Dreamweavers Club meeting. In order for the meeting to be conducted smoothly and effectively, let me quickly share you the few of the guidelines. I would request each member of the audience to kindly keep yourself on mute for all times, except for when you're required to say something. If you would like to say something out of turn, then please raise your hand so that the meeting host or the Toastmaster of the day could accommodate your request. When any member is speaking, I would request the other to avoid any interruptions via audio or video also. If there is something you need to say unrelated to the meeting, maybe someone in your house, then you can use the stop video or the mute function that is available. Please also note that this meeting is being recorded. So if you do not wish to be recorded, please use the stop video function unless you're one of the speakers. If you are playing a role in today's meeting, I would request you to be extra attentive so that there is no time wasted. When it's your turn to introduce yourself or present your report, evaluation, etc. Though we all believe in freedom of speech and expression, I sincerely request everyone to avoid any such topics that could create any uncomfortable situations or embarrassing movement. I'm sure we all are mature enough to understand social cavalry without having to be told. I shall now read the Toastmaster Club mission statement, and I request you all to maintain silence and not to repeat it after me. We provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. And now, a warm welcome to everyone once again. And I look forward we all enjoy today's meeting. All the best. Now, I would invite the club president here, Toastmaster Alina, to proceed with the meeting. To you, Toastmaster Alina.
Thank you, Toastmaster Syed, for that wonderful opening. Very good job on acting Sergeant at Arms. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. This is your acting president, Toastmaster Alina Paul, and welcome to Dreamweavers Toastmasters Club meeting number 33. 33. Started around that, okay? But still. So before I begin, let me just see if our VPN has any changes in the agenda. Yes, acting president, there are a few changes in the agenda. As we don't have a grammarian and an accounter, I will take up the role of grammarian and accounter. Other way, or if anyone would like to take any of the roles, please raise your hands. Grammarian, accounter role. Toastmaster Varmeet, would you like to take any role?
Sorry, Alina, I'm in kitchen.
Yeah, okay. All right, so I will take up the role. And the timer has not reached yet, but I guess the host will let him in soon. I can see he's connecting. With that, I guess there are no other changes. So can someone raise a motion to amend the agenda? Yes. Fakhruddin?
Yeah, hi. Myself, Fakhruddin Muneem, as a member of Dreamweavers Toastmasters Club, give my confirmation to amend the agenda.
Great, thank you. Would anyone? So, yeah. All the members of the club, raise your hands if you support the motion. Great. Motion passed. I am the accountant and grammarian. Now back to the president. So welcome to our special meeting for today. Now I'm not going to explain what it's about because the TMOD himself is going to do all of that today. So I'm sure you're all waiting for that beautiful explanation from that one person. Now, before I do that, let me just welcome our guests for today. Toastmaster Vermeet, can I hear from you? And there is one more guest, Arif Al-Khattab. Al-Ar. Is that, am I pronouncing it right? Hi, Arif. Are you here?
No, his audio is not connected.
Oh, okay. All right. So the guests seem to be shy. I will speak to you at the end of the meeting. So let me move on. And yeah, so our Toastmaster of the day for today is a very special person. He is known to make noise wherever he goes. If you're still confused on who it is, just wait for 10 more seconds, all right? You will get to know. So he is going to be telling us on how to be a great Master of Ceremonies. Now he was the MC at the first virtual data contest. 10 more seconds. He's an MC wherever he goes. He blows people's minds away. He has taken up MC roles to another level, and also the MC at a very big comedy show that we had in Kuwait 2 years back. Okay, with that being said, let me hand over to the Toastmaster of the day, DTM Alan Paul. The screen is all yours. Timer, I hope you didn't note that.
Thank you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for that warm introduction. Welcome, everyone. How are you doing? Am I visible? Am I audible? Can I see a raise of hands? Said, Fakhruddin? Ah, great. Vermeet, I hope to see you soon. I know you're in the kitchen, but I'm hoping that you will be there joining us soon. Hi, Job. How are you? Peter also. Great. Great to see you guys. All right. I took up this topic because of I asked a lot of our members what they would like to cover for the educational session. And most of them had this in their mind, that they would one day like to be a Master of Ceremonies. Whenever the situation arises, they would like to know how we can be a Master of Ceremonies. So during this session today, we will be covering on the basics of how we can persuade the audience, how a Master of Ceremonies conducts the events. All right. So before I start that, I would like to give a basic structure of what happens in a Toastmaster meeting. A typical Toastmaster meeting is divided into 3 segments. First, with the prepared speeches segment, where the speaker will come prepared with the projects that they have in pathways. This is followed by a table topic segment where our guests can also join in and try table topics on the spot, impromptu. And third is the general evaluation segment, where there will be evaluators to judge the whole meeting as well as the speakers. All right, so this is how a normal Toastmaster meeting functions. As we proceed, I will be telling you more about it. And I would like to, first of all, welcome all the guests. I can see that our guest has finally turned on his audio. I hope you can hear us. Arif, hi Arif, can you hear us? Welcome to Dreamweavers Toastmasters Club. All right. So let me start. I'm not going to be the only one just going to be speaking over here. I like this to be a very interactive session. All right. So let me ask you this first. Why do you want to be a Master of Ceremonies? Would someone like to answer this? Fakhruddin. Yes. Go ahead.
I would love to be a Master of Ceremonies because I would love to be a showstopper. I would love to be a center. I would love to be a center of attraction. I would love to get a maximum opportunity to speak. As you know, I love speaking. I love interactions, and I would love to be covered up during the entire meeting, and to leave my. Would love to make my presence felt. That's the reason I would love to be Master of Ceremonies.
All right. So that's great to hear this from you, Fakhruddin. Let me get some more feedback as well, because I need to know the audience response before I go further, right? Said, what about you? Why would you like to be a Master of Ceremonies?
I agree with Fakhruddin. So I would be the master of ceremonies to control the meeting in a good way. So like I cover up all the things. Means to say, yeah, cover up the things like I don't want the audience to be bored when like we pass on like to introduce like there might be different sessions. So before a session goes to another session, there might be a time. So I want to entertain the audience during this time.
Got it. Great. Thank you, Syed. Anyone else would like to volunteer? Job, Peter? Job, yes. Yes, please.
Hi. Hello, Toastmaster Alan. As the name suggests, Master of Ceremonies. So the word master itself adds value to it. Like you are the master of the ceremony, or you're conducting the event, or you are the you are the owner who will run the show. So it's a very big and a challenging responsibility to manage a big or a small crowd. So that is my point of view.
Okay. Thank you, Job. Thank you, Job. Would anyone else would like to contribute? If not, I will tell you this. Peter, you look like you want to say something, but you're like, do you want to say something?
Yeah, I actually agree to what Job actually said. So I also second the opinion. Further to it, I think I will be the center of attraction throughout the meeting from start to end. That is something very, what do you say, it's challenging as well as it's very entertaining as well.
All right. So yeah. I got a little perspective of what the audience think about why they want to be a master of ceremonies. But let me tell you what the master of ceremonies does. A master of ceremonies will only keep the show going. He is the person who gets stuff moving. Meaning there will be an agenda, and the only job that the master of ceremony has to do is to make sure that stuff keeps moving, that we follow the agenda and everything happens in a fashion. When you do this, sometimes, if you're good enough, you can be the center of attraction, you can be this and that and whatever you guys mentioned. But you guys are forgetting the core reason why. We just need to get stuff moving. So great attempt by everyone, and knowing that this is what you want to do, we will go ahead with the rest of the presentations as well to make sure that your dreams come true by the end of this meeting. Now, before I go further, I would like to introduce our counter and grammarian. There are various role players that help us during the meeting. This includes the counter and the grammarian. So before I introduce our counter and grammarian, let me first ask the timer to introduce his role. Timer, Joseph, can you please share the role of a timer? You can unmute yourself. Yes.
Yeah, as a timer taking this role, it's to record the time and evaluate are they crossing the time which have been given for them. Like, we have defined the timelines for each speeches and each sessions. So I'll be recording the time. I'll be indicating when the time crosses the limits, like the red, blue, and green cards as a background in my screen. So whoever is taking the sessions can please be concentrating on my screen as well, seeing what is my background going, what are the changes undergoing, so that they will be more mindful on whether are they crossing the limits.
That's great. Thank you, Joseph.
Thank you.
Now, did you observe what I did? I just simply called Joseph, right? Does anyone know who Joseph is? We just know that he's a timer. Did I give a little bit of introduction about him? No, right? It was just like he was just thrown on the spot, and I felt Joseph wasn't enough for everyone. People would like to know the speaker that you would like to call, right? So this is the first thing that you need to know. You need to know about who you're going to introduce, so that they feel more confident when they come up on stage, right? I didn't even tell what the timer does. I just told Joseph, just come and tell what the timer does. That is the first thing that you shouldn't do, all right? Now, for my next role player, she is an architect by profession. She is also an area contest champion in table topics. and evaluation. This year, she will be contesting in the division contest for evaluation that is happening this Friday. Yes. She is also serving as the VP Education of Dreamweavers Club, and she's known for her energetic and bubbly personality. Personally, she's also my sister. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, with a huge round of applause, please help me welcome Toastmaster Alina Paul.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm expecting a loud round of applause. So thank you, everyone. Great job, MC. Good evening, everyone. I am the R counter and the grammarian for today. So as the R counter, I will be keeping track of all your crutch words. What are crutch words? Words like like, that, all these repetitive words that you use as filler words. These are things that I'm going to keep track of. And as grammarian, I'm going to be keeping track of your usage of the English vocabulary. It is also my responsibility to introduce the word of the day, which I just typed in, and what can be the word of the day. So what I've taken as the word of the day today is fascinate. Fascinate means to attract the strong attention and interest of someone. So the usage can be, I've always been fascinated by a master of ceremony. All right, so I'm going to keep track of your usage as well as the number of times that you use the word fascinate. So remember to use the word of the day also to minimize the number of hours, or not, I don't mind. I will keep track of them and give you a report by the end of the meeting. And back to you, MC.
Thank you, Toastmaster Alina, for explaining the rules of a grammarian and an R counter. She is always fascinating, isn't she? Now, for our next role player, he has been fascinating us with his mind-blowing speeches, and he's only completed his level 1. Wow. So we wonder what is there in level 2. He has been a Toastmaster of the Day 3 times in our meeting alone, and every time he takes up a role, he keeps improving it further and further away. Today, he is serving as the general evaluator, and with his experience that he had, he will be evaluating the meeting as a whole as well as evaluating me. For me, I'm only scared of one person in this meeting, and that is the general evaluator. So with a huge round of applause, let's warmly welcome our general evaluator for today, that is Toastmaster Said Umar.
Thank you, Toastmaster Alien. So it's good to hear at least today everyone will be scared of this general evaluator. So me, being a general evaluator for today, the role of the general evaluator of me today is to evaluate the whole meeting from the beginning to the end. I have my team of role players who will be helping me, and I will, with their help, and I will give my evaluation at the end of the meeting, how the meeting went on, and according to me, what could be better, according to me, what would be my suggestions for the meeting. So, wait for my evaluation at the end of the meeting. So back to you. It will be fascinating to see what all we learn in today's Master of Ceremony. Back to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Close one. I like that. Thumbs up for you. Every time someone uses the word of the day, let's give them a thumbs up. All right. Thank you, General Evaluator. All right. Now, moving on, before we move on to the speaking segment, what are the things that we need to take care when we are the Master of Ceremonies? It's always important to know the environment, right? That includes the stage, the mic, what is the agenda, what is the audience that we are expecting. This is very important as a Master of Ceremonies to know your environment. Nowadays, online meetings are more popular. We have family functions also happening online. So even for online environment, there are different things that that a Master of Ceremonies can do. For me, I had a nice experience hosting, being the Master of Ceremonies for the first virtual DAC. Yes, that was a fun experience indeed. And I got to go beyond my comfort zone and learn a lot of things as well. And with the experience that I got, I was able to have different family functions on Zoom, incorporating all the ideas that I had learned in Toastmasters. Maybe we need to have a different session for that to explain about what all we had done during that segment. Right? After that, what we need to know is, can someone see my screen? The protocol that has to be followed. That is, if there are any dignitaries present, how do we acknowledge them? Do we acknowledge them, or do we say, sir, welcome to the thing? Just like how we have a president of SIMS here. Hi, president of SIMS. Hi, VP membership of SIMS, Faria. So wherever there are dignitaries, a master of ceremonies can be there on the spot to acknowledge them or welcome them, right? And do you guys know what the magic words are for a master of ceremonies? Or for anyone in there, what is the magic word that we can use? Anyone has any idea? Fakhruddin? Yes, Syed, you're going to say something.
Such a wonderful audience we have.
Know your environment protocol.
Is my net stuck? I didn't hear that, sorry.
What a wonderful audience we have.
Those are many magic words. Great. So the magic words that we learned in school are please, please, thank you, are all the magic words that we use. So always use the magic words. As a master of ceremonies, don't be rude. Always try to be professional. All right. It's just a simple thing that we like to use. And always ask people questions, just like what I did now. Right? Great. Now, to start our speaking segment. Yes, we have reached the first segment of our Toastmaster meeting. Our speaker today is a business development manager at Phoenix International. His hobbies include gymming and Toastmasters. We can see that he is quite fit. He is working on achieving something that is worth calling an achievement. For me personally, I feel that he has achieved a lot. He completed his level 3 last time. And as and when he keeps speaking and taking up roles in Toastmasters, I feel he's improving every day. It is not just his biceps that are increasing, it is also his communication and leadership skills that are increasing, right? Now, before I call him up on stage, I would like to call his evaluator, who is a project manager by profession, who is a PMP specialist. I usually reach out to him whenever I have doubts in PMP. With a huge round of applause, first let's welcome his evaluator, Toastmaster Job Daniel, to read out the project objectives.
Thank you, Toastmaster Alan, for the fascinating introduction. Today we'll see another amazing speech by Toastmaster Fakhruddin. His energy always fascinates me. His pathway is strategic relationship, level 3, speech 7. And his speech title is very good. It's called The Secret. Over to you, Toastmaster Fakhruddin.
Okay, thank you. Over to me, Toastmaster of the day.
Yes.
So timer, please note that his speech timing is 5 to 7 minutes. All right. His speech title is The Secret. So with a huge round of applause, please unmute yourself and let's welcome our speaker for today. Wait, before we do that, he seems to be stuck, but keep that drum rolls going. Fakhruddin, are you there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's there. Okay. With a huge round of applause, let's welcome Toastmaster Fakhruddin Munim.
Toastmasters of the day, fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests. Good evening to you all. Today, I am here to share a secret. Before that, I would like to ask, a very important question to all of you. Have you ever experienced a negative day or a negative phase in your life?
Yes.
Have you all ever been through a timeline when nothing has been converting in your favor? Have you ever been into a mode wherein the failures, challenges, and falling off has been a common thing in your life? Here I am with the solution. I have a secret. And what is that secret? It has a very interesting story. And this story belongs to my own life. So what is the story? In 2014, by the grace of God, I got married. I'm blessed with a child, Alhamdulillah, thanks to Almighty. With the marriage comes the additional responsibilities, and sometimes it is a roller coaster ride. Okay, things changes completely, and at times you are not able to sustain the changes unexpected. Same thing happened with me. I had to stay away from my wife, and during this phase, I got into some financial burdens which I did not expect or plan. So now what happens? Here I am, every moment, every minute, thinking about my challenges, my problems, and my issues. What is the outcome? The outcome is that the challenges, problems, and issues keeps on multiplying. Each passing day, I am finding the issues getting increased. What is the result? I am hospitalized for 18 days without being diagnosed the exact cause of the issue. Now, what was the issue? The issue lied here. I was sent to a rehabilitation center in India for 1 month to declutter all my negative energies, and that's where I found the secret. Now, let me disclose the secret to you and how it helped me improve my life. The secret is very simple and lies within us, but we are completely unaware of it. This secret is a secret of gratification. In our life, irrespective of any challenges, problems, or issues, we have innumerable things to be grateful about. And this gratification does not need to be conveyed, it has to be felt from your heart. When you close your eyes, you and your heart and mind should connect and convey the message of gratification. Gratification is the biggest secret which brings abundance, and the wealthy, the powerful, all strength bearing people in the world has learned this art of having secret being practiced every moment. They say that 99% of the wealth is being controlled by 1% people in the world, and majority of them are practicing secret of gratification. In my life, when I came back from the rehabilitation center to Kuwait, I gradually started looking around things which makes me feel happy and content irrespective of my tough situation. I started my focus completely on the possibilities I have other than the difficulties I have, and started building on it each passing day. And what I see in next 8 months, I was out of my loan completely, and my family started living happily together till date. So the message, guys, is very simple. You do not need to convey the gratification. You need to feel it from here. When the right vibrations from your heart comes out, it only and only brings abundance. It will multiply whatever more or little good you have, it will multiply. And in anything and everything, you will see multiplication of growth and development. So, guys, the secret is a secret of gratification. Be fascinated about it because it is a very fascinating thing indeed. Over to you, Toastmasters of the day.
So many thumbs up for you for using the word of the day as well. Thank you, Toastmaster Fakhruddin. Let's observe 1 minute silence for the speaker to receive feedback. Now in Toastmasters, we need feedback for improvement, right? So there's a chat window down there. Please utilize that to give Toastmaster Fakhruddin a feedback for his speech. You have 1 minute, you can go now. I hope everyone is giving a feedback. That's great. And Fakhruddin, you will be receiving a call from me about your feedback.
Thank you.
Yes. All right. Peter, is 1 minute up? Okay, 10 more seconds to go. 10. 9.
Yeah, 1 minute is up. More than 1 minute.
Thank you. Thank you, Peter. Peter is being a pro at timing right now. Even last time he was a timer. Hope you're enjoying your role, Peter.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah, I'm enjoying it very much.
Great. Now, let me ask you guys, how can you introduce a speaker? I think I already covered this with you, right? How do you do that? You want the audience to be excited for the speaker, right? Who is about to come on stage. So, as I told you earlier, a strong introduction is important. Yes. And as an audience member, if you have never heard of a speaker, or even if you do know a little bit about them, I won't be very open to their speech simply because I don't know how credible the speaker is. So it is always important to give an introduction about the speaker who comes on stage, because the true credibility is added when the praise comes from another person. All right. So that is how we introduce a speaker. This is important because it makes the audience excited for who they are about to see, and it makes the speaker feel genuinely acknowledged for being invited to that event. Right? Without a good introduction, the audience will not have a strong enough reason to open up to the speaker's idea, because they might not know who the speaker is about. Now, I told you about Fakhruddin, right? Fakhruddin is experienced. So, there is a good credibility before he presents his speech about the secret. Fakhruddin, I hope you're coming up online, because we'll be having table topics based on Master of Ceremonies as well.
Yeah,
now, for this, I would like.
Yeah, I'll be there. Yeah. I just had to switch off the camera due to some reasons.
No problem. No problem.
I'm very active.
So let's hear from everyone. Where can you be Master of Ceremonies? You can be Master of Ceremonies in so many places, right? So where can you be a Master of Ceremonies?
Weddings.
Someone from the audience? Weddings. All right.
Birthday parties.
Weddings. Alina said weddings. Birthday parties. That is
The
what Job
Olympics.
said. All right.
Annual staff parties.
Annual staff parties.
Good evening. Yes, maybe at school functions, university programs, award distribution ceremonies.
Wow, one at a time. Thank you, Faria. Wow. Award functions, school functions. Yes, great. I'm just noting them down. Did Syed answer?
Shows. Different shows.
Different shows, right? Okay. Peter, what about you? Where do you think you can be Master of Ceremonies?
Even in office meetings, we can have a Master of Ceremony. Like, it's not a ceremony, but still we drop there.
Yes. Okay. Office meetings. All right. Anyone else? Anyone else missed out? Gurmeet, what about you? What do you think? No? Nothing? All right. Anyone else? Anyone else who didn't answer? Nobody? Okay. So then let's move on, because next we have table topics, kind of table topics. Here it will be 1 to 2 minutes, right? So timer, can you please explain the rules of table topics before we proceed with the table topics?
Yeah, of course. Thank you. Yes. So for table topics, the time goes like this. We have a green card at 1 minute, yellow card at 1.5 minutes, and red card at 2 minutes. So please be mindful on watching my background so that you will get an indication on where you are crossing the limits.
All right, great. Thank you. Thank you, Joseph. Let's first call upon our area champion, that is Faria Fatima, for table topics. Faria, are you ready?
Yes, sure.
All right, great. You mentioned, did you mention events? You mentioned events, right? Okay, this is the thing. For a school function, all right? For a school function, first of all, who is your favorite actor?
Shahrukh.
Shahrukh? Oh, okay. For a Sims, this is your topic. For the Sims school function, Shahrukh Khan has come to your event. Wow, Shahrukh came to your event. So you are the Master of Ceremonies. You have 2 minutes to give him a warm introduction. How would you do it? Let me repeat the topic again. For Sims school function, you are the Master of Ceremonies and you have to introduce Shahrukh Khan on stage. How would you do it? You have 2 minutes. Over to you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Sims annual concert. And today I am extremely ecstatic to welcome one of the most leading, extremely passionate and an extremely famous personality, which I believe none of you are unfamiliar with. If you have been in India and you love Bollywood, there's not a question that you will not be recognizing this famous personality who has graced us on this occasion by his presence. Words fall short if I try to introduce him in my words, because he is someone that who does not actually need an introduction, basically. रब ने बना दी जोड़ी, बादशाह, दिलवाले दुल्हनिया ले जाएंगे, दिलवाले. These are just a few of the movies that I can get on top of my head. And he has been the pillar of strength in the Bollywood industry. Please help me welcome none other than Shahrukh Khan. Woohoo! And back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Hey, Faria. Hey. Thank you for that warm introduction, Faria. Hope one day you will indeed be able to introduce Shahrukh because I know that after this you will have a lot to think about how to introduce Shahrukh. I really love how you took the chance to introduce him. I
Thank you.
could see how you were slowly gathering like the information about him and how to elevate him and get to know a little bit more details about him before calling him up on stage. So you already uplifted the crowd before you called him on stage. So well done with that. All right. So thank you, Faria.
Thank you.
Let's give her a warm round of applause once again.
If it was a prepared one, it would have been much better, obviously, to introduce Shah Rukh Khan just like that. Oh God.
Yeah. Well, in my experience, I have been impromptu master of ceremonies many times. So it's always good to take up these roles, prepared roles, so that someday when you are called upon stage, because you are a great speaker, Faria. So sometimes people will say, "Hey, he's in Toastmasters. Hey, you come and introduce him." No, this will definitely happen. It has happened a lot of times to me in the office, and it can happen to you as well, or whoever is a Toastmaster. So it's always good to be prepared. So I hope you had a great experience, Faria.
Yes, thank you.
Now, who would like to go next? Fakhruddin. All right, Fakhruddin raised his hand. Fakhruddin talked about the annual staff party. All right, let's go with annual staff parties. All right, Fakhruddin, here is your table topics. It is the annual office function in your company, and you are called to introduce the CEO of the company to give his keynote address. What would you do? I'll repeat the question again. It is your office annual function. You are called to introduce the CEO of the company. What would you do? You have 2 minutes. Over to you.
Good evening, everyone, my dear colleagues and the families of my dear colleagues. Today, we are here to introduce our mentor, the person who has been a driving force towards our growth and development, the person who has actually been able to take this company to higher standards in a period of last 5 years. Let me introduce the CEO of our company, Mr. Prashant Nahata, to give his valuable time and words. I would like to call upon stage our respected Mr. Prashant to be here. Thank you very much.
Let's give him a huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. How do you feel, Fakhruddin?
No, I feel scared. Trust me. I feel really heavy to, I was at lake of words. I mean, I was not able to, it's just that it was a great experience.
Yeah, it was. So it's always nice to always, add some humor as well to entertain the audience. Just like how you do a speech for 7 minutes, an introduction can also be like a 1 or 2 minute speech. So have a hook, have a body, and then your conclusion is, ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome so and so.
Yeah.
All right. So now that you have attended the table topics, I'm sure that one day when the opportunity presents itself, you will be able to know how to call your CEO.
I guess I would.
So fantastic efforts once again.
Yeah, I would be ready, prepared in advance, because if I got that chance on stage doing live, then I think I should be in a better position in advance. I can afford to fall here. I can afford to fail here. Not there.
All right, fantastic.
It was wonderful experience.
Fail here so that you succeed beyond the club. Great, fantastic.
Yes. Very good experience. Trust me, I really loved it.
Great. Now, who would like to try next? Said, you look like you want to say yes. Yes. Said, let's go forward. Unmute yourself.
Yes. Yeah.
What did Said say? Said said some awards, right? Okay. That sounds nice. All right. So, Said, you are the host of which is your favorite award show? Z Awards show. Huh? No, what is
Okay. Okay, let it be Z Awards. It's fine.
it? Okay.
Oscars.
Oscars. Okay. Oscars.
Okay. All right. Said, you are the host of the Oscars, and you are going to present an award for the best actress. How would you do it? I'll repeat the question again. Say you are the host of the Oscars and you are going to present an award for the best actress. How would you do it? You have 2 minutes. Over to you.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have been enjoying this tremendous show as of now. Now the moment has arrived. So, before I let you know what's going to happen. And I would like to tell a few things of this personality. So, this personality, oh my God, I could see all the young men, gentlemen. So she's the heartthrob of the millions, billions. And I could see all the egg boys shouting up there with such like she has a beautiful smile that can make anybody go down. And the acting, oh my God, you could all, I believe you can understand whom am I going to tell. Oh, she's the heartthrob, one in a million, and no words for her. So before I let this elegant, beautiful, charming lady, so let me introduce Katrina Kaif. So here she comes for the Big Bang Award. Back to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Should I do belly dance now? All right. Thank you, Said, for that warm introduction. Wow, Katrina Kaif. Who knew she would win an Oscar someday? Yeah. All right, thank you, Said. I really loved your energy. That was one thing that I really loved. That is what we need in an MC, right? Like I was actually laughing because we need MCs with a humor and with that energy. That would be fantastic. I know this was impromptu, and if it was a prepared script, you would be adding more line into it because I could see that you were thinking. But overall, it was a wonderful performance. So if in case you are invited to the next Oscars or maybe another award function, you will know what exactly to tell for your speaker, right? Thank you, Said. Who would like to try next? Job? How about you?
Sure. Yeah.
You would like to go next. All right. You mentioned birthday parties. That's nice.
Yeah. Yes.
All right. The job, it is your wife's birthday. All right. And now you have to introduce the birthday girl. How would you do it? I'll repeat the question again. It is your wife's birthday. And now you have to introduce your wife in front of all the guests. How would you do it? You have 2 minutes. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Alan. Life is a gift, and we should never forget to enjoy every moment we are living. Birthday comes just once in a year in 365 days. But the birthday of your wife, you have to celebrate it every day. Thank you guys for coming here today for the birthday party. We have organized a small family gathering for my wife's birthday. Of course, I'll not tell her age, which is something between us. It's a very precious and a happy moment for a family. We have been together for the last 10 years, and we make sure that we celebrate this precious moment together. But in this occasion, I want all of my friends also to be part of this birthday. There is nothing more emotional and caring than celebrating a birthday of your loved ones. So I would encourage all of you to celebrate birthday of your loved ones, especially your wife. And if you'll forget it, it will be a very bad year for you. Over to you, Toastmaster Alan.
Thank you, Job. Let's give him a huge round of applause. Now, Job, I liked how you had a hook in the beginning, a good introduction. All right. And then you went on with the body, and you also pulled your wife's leg a little by the age. That was very well done. But towards the end, you were generalizing it. You were saying about we all need to celebrate loved ones. So let's celebrate wife's birthday, right? So what I would suggest is to actually, you can make fun, good, but at the end of it, always try to say something personal, something motivating for your wife, because after all, it is your wife's birthday. So give her that compliment that she deserves on her birthday, and then you introduce her. All right, that's just a suggestion. So very well done, Job. Kudos to you once again. All right. So who would like to go next? Peter, are you ready? Not now? Okay, you are next. All right. You are next. I'll take someone else before I come to you. Would someone else like to volunteer? Seham. Wait, who is raising her? Oh, Varmeet is raising her hand. Okay. Hi, Eri Seham. Welcome to Dreamweavers Toastmasters Club.
Yeah, welcome you. Actually, I don't know why the audio wasn't working for me. I missed a
No
lot
problem. I'll do one thing. I will call you. I will call you up on stage after Varmeet. All right.
All right.
Glad to have you. Okay.
Thank you.
Varmeet, you had raised your hand, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. So are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Where did you say that you like to? Did you message me about it?
School.
No, that is all. Okay, you said area level contest. All right. Okay, that is nice. So, Toastmaster Vermeeth, here is your question. You are the Master of Ceremonies for an area contest, and you need to invite the area director, Seham, on stage. Okay, as you don't know Seham, I'll just keep it as area director. You need to invite an area director on stage. How would you do it? You have 2 minutes. I'll repeat the question again. Toastmaster Vermeeth, you are the MC for an area contest. How would you introduce the area director on stage? You have 2 minutes. Over to you.
Good morning, everyone. I hope you all are fresh and ready for this exciting contest. Are you all ready? Yes or no? Please raise your hands. It's virtual, or wave or do something.
Yes.
Hey. I could see everyone is equally excited and can see nervousness in some of the contestants' face. So don't be nervous. As an MC, I am here to just take few minutes of yours and tell you that it's an area level contest, so just enjoy. Before this contest gets started, I would like to call upon the area director area 30 director, Toastmaster something. And he is none other than such an energetic person who keeps motivating all the clubs as you all have also witnessed, because you all can come under that under that area director. So with a big round of applause, let's welcome that energetic, always exciting, always on toes, Toastmaster something something, with a big round of applause. Over to you.
Thank you, Varmeet. Hi, everyone. I am something something. Glad to be here. Yeah. So, did you observe how Toastmaster Varmeet was energizing the audience by telling everyone to clap? Yes, that is an amazing way to kickstart things. And she also was elevating the area director. Yes, I know that she was a little. I know that she was a little confused, but I know that with the proper script, she will be able to do it. So, one suggestion that I would say is it is not nice to say all you people are under this area director. You know, people will feel offended. Huh? Who is this guy? Why is he under us? So you can always talk something about a leadership quality of his, and you already covered that. So that is a great thing. So wishing you all the best, Varmeet. Next time you are the MC for any contest, you can reach out to me. I'll help you with your script. All right. Thank you. Great. Okay. All right. So Asif, would you like to attempt? Oh, wow. That is an interesting. Okay, Asif, how are you? Can we please hear from you?
Hi, Alan.
Hello. Hi, Asif. Asif was Dreamweaver's MC, so he has some experience being the MC. Asif, are you ready?
Hold on, let me get my.
I don't think he knows what you're doing. He just joined.
Yeah, I just.
I'll tell him. I'll tell him. This is table topics right now. For everyone who is asking me on chat, yes, Nawar, it is table topics, and we are taking different situations of where you can be MC, and as and when you attempt it, I'll also give you points of suggestions on how you can be better. Right? Asif, there you are. You look like you are in a mall.
Yeah.
Asif. Okay.
I don't have any other background.
When I asked you where you would like to be MC, you said at a funeral. This will be interesting. So here is your question.
Okay.
Asif, you are in a funeral. All right. Now you have to call upon the best friend of the person on stage. How would you do it? I'll repeat the question again.
Okay.
Asif, you are at a funeral. You need to call the person's best friend on stage. How would you do it? You have 2 minutes. Over to you.
Thank you very much, everyone, for joining us here today to this to commemorate the passing of a very valued friend who has been a pillar to most of us, guiding us through one of the hardest parts in our life. And we see him today without us, but definitely in a very good place in heaven, among the greatest of people. And we are looking forward to join him, hopefully in heaven. So I know you, all of us, have joined us today to remember his memories, to remember him as a person. But I think the best person in among you to explain, to give how he feels, how our friend matters to us the most is Alan Paul, who has been his best friend, who will be able to explain us a lot on how he has been an important part of our life. So Alan Paul, I would like to come and share with us some moments of how our valued friend who had passed away had been a pillar of our success in our lives. Over to you, Alan Paul.
Brilliant, Asif. I'm actually glad that you chose this topic, because not everything a MC has to do should always be fun. There are some situations like this, what you just saw, where we need to be serious, right? And Asif did indeed, you did a fantastic job. How many times have you been MC? It looks like you have experience with, with
In
being
funerals,
MC
no.
before.
No, of course not. The reason I think I told in the chat, the reason I said I might like funeral because I don't have to be, I can be moody if I want to. That's why.
All right. So you already acknowledged everyone and you knew the situation. So with that seriousness, you said that, and I'm glad you didn't make it funny. You made it serious. So that was very well done, very well attempted. Thank you, Asif, for that. Great. Now, who would like to try next? Bulina, are you there? Oh, Seham, sorry, I forgot our area director, Seham. Seham, are you there?
Forgot. Okay, I accept it.
All right. Okay. So Seham, this is your question. You said just give me on anything, so I'm going to just give you on something. All right.
Okay.
It is your best friend's wedding, and you are the master of ceremonies. How would you introduce the father of the bride? I will repeat the question again. It is your best friend's wedding, and you are called to introduce the bride's father. How would you do it? You have 2 minutes. Over to you.
Okay, well, as an MC for a wedding, I believe I will start. I'm not going to address the people at the beginning. No, I will start by playing the song that I know that their father loves the most.
No. You don't have to explain the process. Just tell it. You are the MC now.
Right. All right. So, good evening, everyone. I am so happy to share with you this lovely moment, the wedding of my friend, so and so. And I wish that you are going, I will play a song, and I wish that you can guess who the person I'm going to introduce after that song. Then I will play the song of the that relates to the father and the daughter together. Then I will ask now, after enjoying that song, whom do you think I'm going to introduce? I believe he's the one who has played a role play in raising such a wonderful person. I know he is right now. This is the best moment in his life that he is watching his fruit becoming grown, and she is achieving what he was dreaming of and enjoying her wedding and wishing her all the best, and to see her happily ever after with the one she chose, with his blessings. So let us welcome all our father of the bride, so and so. And over to you.
Thank you. If I'm having a daughter, I'll call you as Master of Ceremonies. Thank you, Eddie. Yeah. So I really loved how you spoke about him from his perspective. Yes, it is indeed a very emotional thing for him. So I really like how you connected with that person. Also, in the beginning, I would have loved it if you could share, you could, make fun of your friend for a little before you introduce your father-in-law. You can talk about some embarrassing moments that you both had to the crowd, and so that everyone can laugh and be entertained before going on further. So that is just a point of just for a suggestion. All right. Yeah. So very well done, Eri Seham. Hope you're prepared for it next time.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes. So we have Nawar who had raised his hand. Nawar, are you there? Can you please?
Yes. Yes, I'm there.
Nawar?
Yes,
Hi,
I'm there.
Nawar. How are you doing, Nawar? Welcome to
fine.
Dreamweavers Toastmasters. All right. So here is your table topic question, Nawar. It is your mother's birthday, and you have called up a huge number of people. How would you introduce your mother to address the crowd? I will repeat the question again. It is your mother's birthday and you have called upon for a huge celebration. How would you introduce your mother to address the crowd? You have 2 minutes. Over to you.
Dear Toastmasters and fellow guests, a very good day. In a gloomy, black day, I would have looked to the scintillating stars that will glow my life, and she was the one. In a very happy day, where the laughters surround us everywhere, from everywhere, she will be the reason for that. In a teary, when my eyes will burn me from sorrow or pain, she would have been the wiper that will calm me down. She is simply the biggest person that could take the whole world and that could bring the whole world to me and the whole laughter and happiness to me. She is my mother. I still remember the day when you sing for me and cuddle me with twinkle, twinkle, little stars. You are the star of my life. How I wonder what you are. You are the blessings from God. You are the happiness and the true serenity that I would live forever with. You're always cuddle me with your wisdom. You're always guiding me to the place where I can be safe and content. Thank you for my love of my life. I will promise you to pray for you today and every day as long as I can breathe. For all the mothers, today or tomorrow is not your only day. Today and every day is the Mother Day. Thank you.
Fantastic, Nawar. Wow. You're so rich in vocabulary and it was so emotional. I really loved that introduction that you had. So I believe, I don't know, have you done this before? Because I felt like it was so flawless and seamless. Have you done it before?
Actually, it's coming just from my heart. Today, we celebrated with my mother her day. Actually, tomorrow is 21st is the Mother's Day, but it just comes from my heart. I didn't practice it. I just felt it. It's just like spontaneously. So I think that's why you felt it, because it's from the deep, from the bottom of my heart.
I can see virtual applauses all around. So that was very brilliantly done, really brilliantly executed. If it was my mother, being a guy, I would actually give some embarrassing moments of me and my mother, some funny moments as well, and then add in the emotional part of it, because when we add in humor, you hook the audience, right? And then we take them to an emotional journey. So that is the only recommendation that I have for you. You can always start with something light and humorous and then take them on that road. Brilliantly done. It was flawless. You're so rich in vocabulary. I think next time I'm making a speech for my mother, I need to contact you because I would really love that script. Thank you. Thank you, Noah. Wow. We have covered almost everyone. Who is left? Is there anyone who would like to try? Violina, how about you? Violina, are you there? Okay, I can't hear you.
Yeah, good evening. Okay. I'm here.
Great. Are you ready?
Actually, I feel very nervous because actually just I came in very short and I
don't
feel
worry.
very nervous
This
being
is a platform that you can fail, so don't worry about it. Don't worry, just try it out and see how it goes. All right? It's a very simple one.
Okay.
All right. You are at a sports event, all right? And you have to call the chief guest to light the lamp. how would you introduce the chief guest? You have 2 minutes. I will repeat the question again. You are the master of ceremonies for a sports event. You have to call the chief guest to light the lamp. How would you do it? You have 2 minutes. Over to you.
Good evening, Toastmasters. Let me start with my announcement. Good evening, guests, ladies and gentlemen. We are very happy today to be gathered over here for this special event. At this moment, I would like to call upon our chief guest to light the lamp for this sports event. I would like to give a good introduction about him. As you all have known him, he is the champion of 2019, and he is Mr. Bob. Let's all give a great applause and welcome him. Thank you.
Thank you, Violina. That was a good attempt. I really like how you had praised him before calling up on stage. As it is sports day and people are, waiting to run, you can, start with that zest. I know that you can start something like, I know that everyone is just geared up for the sports day event, show that energy and then tell. But before we start this auspicious day, I would like to invite a chief judge for this event. He is also a champion himself who has competed in a lot of things, and then take him through that process. So that energy would really light up the environment. It's always important to know which event you will be in, so you need to act accordingly as the master of ceremonies. So great attempt. So one day when you are the master of ceremonies, you can keep these things in mind, and always feel free to attempt these in Toastmasters. Feel free to fail here so that you don't fail outside. All right. Thank you, Toastmaster Violina, for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. All right. So that leaves us with only Alina. Alina, are you ready for a table topic? Come on, you can unmute.
Can I say no?
We have time, so we have time for one more, so no problem. You can go ahead.
Okay, my internet is a little unstable thanks to my brother, so please excuse that.
All right, so here is the question. Your brother is leaving the country and you have called a farewell party.
Not cool, not cool.
How would you introduce your brother? I will repeat the question again. Your brother is leaving the country and you have called for a farewell party. How would you introduce your brother? You have 2 minutes, over to you.
What? Good evening, friends, family, my loved ones. I know you all are feeling several emotions at this very moment. I am too. I can see that Joseph is even wiping his nose. It's okay. We will get to see him. It's okay. You can wipe your tears or your nose, whatever it is. And what can I say? I have been blessed with the most annoying brother who keeps pushing me to make me better. I mean, it's a blessing in disguise. If you ask me the true definition of a blessing in disguise, it's my brother. It is with a heavy heart that I will have to send him off. And before we do that, let us all enjoy today and make the most of it for the person who makes the most noise in the room. Please don't cry, people. Please don't cry. I know. Let's just pull through this. Timer, when are you turning green? Tears are actually coming in. Okay. Oh, it's yellow. Okay. All right. So Ladies and gentlemen, friends, let us welcome on stage my brother, our best friend, DTM Alan Paul.
Thank you, Alina. One unique thing that Alina did apart from the rest is that she had an audience connect. She saw the audience and responded accordingly, right? So, as a master of ceremonies, it is important to see the audience, and whenever you interact with them in that way, it really adds to the joy. So, brilliant job. And the other part of the content, I will comment on that personally with you. All right.
I think she even
That's
pulled
all
the
I got.
timer. I forgot to put the card.
No issues, no issues. Now, there may come certain instances where the audience may not respond to you based on whatever you said, right? So how do you deal with that? I will tell you how after the general evaluation segment. That concludes our table topic segment, ladies and gentlemen. We will be having the poll for the best speaker. I am glad that everyone here had participated except Joseph. Joseph, I know you're new. That is why we are giving an exception. All right. Yeah. So, yeah. Thank you again. Thank you once again. This is me signing off as Table Topics Master and signing in as Toastmaster of the Day again. Thank you. Now, without further ado, let's move over. Say.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, DTM Alan Paul. It was really fascinating to see how you kept each and every one of us engaged here. So now coming up to a little bit serious session, the general evaluation. So here, to help me with my general evaluation, so before I this evaluation portion, first let us hear the speech evaluation. So let me call on Toastmaster Job to give the evaluation of the speech that we have today. So Toastmaster Job, can you please
Hello. Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Syed. Is Toastmaster Fakhruddin here or is?
He's there, but no, don't worry. We have it on record, so you can go ahead.
Okay,
yes,
fine.
He's there. Yeah.
Secret of gratification. What a wonderful speech by Toastmaster Fakhruddin. It was a well delivered speech. The content was very interesting and truly inspiring. You started with asking questions, which is really wonderful and kept the audience thinking. But overall, I felt the introduction was very soft. You could have included a quote in your introduction like, "The greatest secret are always hidden and in the most unlikely places." The main content of the body of the speech had a personal story, which was amazing. It gave us some real connection. I really appreciate the willpower of you sharing your time at the rehabilitation center. If you would have included a few moments at the center, it really could have added the depth to your discovery of the secret. The transition of the speech from the body to the conclusion was like abrupt. You could have added more information in the conclusion part. Overall, I felt there were few minor pauses in your speech when you are delivering your speech. Few due to which the speech was not in a smooth flow. And I really think Fakhruddin fascinated me with his speech, and he handled the speech in a very wonderful way. All the best, Fakhruddin, for your next speech. Over to you, Toastmaster Syed.
Thank you, Toastmaster Job. And I trust and belief from the feedback given by Toastmaster job, surely it will surely help Fakhruddin have, it will help him in his future speeches. So really great to have you job in my team for you today. So coming up with my next team member, Toastmaster Alina, could you let me know like how many hours and things can you give us a report on that, please?
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Syed. Good evening, everyone. Accountant and grammarian at your service. Please excuse me for I could not do my job at 100% because doing two roles at the same time while having amazing speakers is the hardest job in the world. So let's start off with our Toastmaster of the day. You had 2 hours and you used the word of the day twice. Some of the usages that I was able to capture was by incorporating genuinely acknowledged, auspicious. Toastmaster, moving on to Toastmaster Joseph, our timer. I got your usage, which was mindful of my background. Toastmaster Syed, you had used the word of the day twice. Your crutch word is so. You used it 7 times. And some of the I found one usage which I haven't heard in a long time, which was heartthrob. Next, we have our speaker, Fakhruddin. You had 0 hours. You used the word of the day thrice. Some of the usages was converting in your favor and gratification. Next, we have Toastmaster Faria, 0 hours. Use the word of the day once. And the usage, I really liked how you used extremely ecstatic while calling in Shah Rukh Khan on stage. Next, we have job. You had 4 hours and your crutch word is like. Some of the usages was willpower and abrupt. Then we have Vermeet, 0 hours. Next we have Asif. You used 4 times. And some of the usages that I liked was commemorate, among the greatest of people, and pillar of success. Next we have Seham. You used 3 times. That was a good job. And Nawar had a series of usages, which like when she was saying it, I was going to type it, but then she comes up with another word, so I couldn't take in all. Some of them were scintillating and viper of her mother. That was one of the things. And she had 0 hours. I believe I have covered everyone. And that is my report for today. And back to you, General Evaluator, Toastmaster Syed.
Thank you, Toastmaster Alina. Really fascinating to see how many roles you take up, and you have done it with perfection. It's really fascinating. So I would like to call on the timer. Toastmaster Joseph, would you like to please come up and let us know if the speaker and all the what you call the role players, the what you call table topic contestant have all everybody qualified? Could you please give a report, please?
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Syed. So, based on my report, I would like to give you a heads on, like everyone has been eligible for the whatever time they have been taken was within the time limits we have set and defined.
So the timer and all the table topic contestants have been qualified. So okay.
Yes.
So okay. So here. So now we can have the what you call by default we have only one speaker. So we can have the polls now, or we can have it later at the end of the meeting. So we can have it at the end of the meeting. So going ahead with the overall of the meeting, how the meeting went on. So first things first, the meeting started up at time 6:30, the time schedule. It started wonderful. So it was they were like, we are doing the virtual meetings, like there are chances we have this technical errors, but wonderful, like everything went on in a smooth way. And like as scheduled, like every Toastmasters meeting have what you call the classifications. So the meeting went in a general, uh, everything was wonderful in this meeting. President attended the guest, asked the guest, and it was good. So like, what the recommendations I would like to have here is like, me be also being a part of this team viewers club, I just wanted to see an agenda. So I think so next time we can have an agenda. Like there were like many changes, I understand, being the part of the same club, but still we can have a small agenda, so that would be like posted up. So having an agenda is a really important thing I would recommend. So let's work on this to have the agenda. And really fascinating to see, even like the show went on. Like we started with very few members, but the show went on with the same energy and the fascinating up to the end. It was really challenge. Like I could see like the efforts by DTM Allen, how like during from the beginning to the end, I myself was never bored. Like how what you call the master of ceremonies, DTM Allen Paul did his role very well. He kept everyone on the feet, and the role players, thanks everybody did their job very well. So I understand, like me being a general evaluator for the first time, trying to improve, and also need you to give your feedbacks on my evaluation also. So I would like to hand over the podium to our acting president, Alina, who is doing 3 roles today. So she announced who is the
Back to
who
me.
will
Back to
oh back
Toastmaster
to
of the day.
okay back sorry back to Toastmaster of the day. No, Master of Ceremonies of the day, DTM Allen Paul.
Thank you, Sayed. One day when you get invited to different clubs, to different Toastmaster clubs, it's good to have this experience as a general evaluator, because you evaluated you evaluated the meeting as a whole. So kudos to you on your first attempt at a GE role. You're following your mentor's footsteps. I can see that. I can see a little bit of Sebastian's vibe also in you. So great job on that. It's evaluations are always about empowering, supporting and encouraging the club. So even when you're giving the points of improvement, I like how you were giving it in a nice fashion, in a constructive fashion, rather than just saying it. So that is exactly how we do things in Toastmasters. Fantastic. So that brings us to the last segment. So before I say that, we covered on a lot of type of events today, isn't it? We covered on a lot of formal events. A few things to take care whenever we are at a formal events. For formal events, like we need to first see, are we here to have fun? Yes, no, sometimes yes, sometimes no. If it is no, don't say any jokes. If it is yes, then have only clean jokes. Don't insult anyone, and always make it engaging. If you want, you don't even have to shake hands. You can even give a high five or a fist bump, anything else to make it engaging as possible. For less formal events, have a signature or a theme. I have seen Master of Ceremonies coming with different attires or a cap or something or a catchphrase that they can use all the time. And if you are having fun as the Master of Ceremonies, then the audience will definitely join you, because you are the pulse of the entire event. Seeing you, it'll resonate to the audience as well. And if you want to take up more, if you want to practice your role as a Master of Ceremonies, you can try taking up the Toastmaster of the Day role. It is a good practice. All you have to do is keep the show moving. Right? That is your objective as Master of Ceremonies. And as and when you keep things moving, the fun and enthusiasm you add in between those segments will be something to remember by. All right? So be supportive and down to earth, and also have fun. And my last question before I hand over to the acting president is, it's a question to you all. You can unmute yourself and answer this. What would you do if the audience doesn't respond? Anyone has any idea?
I'd start singing.
I have
Oh,
an
you
idea.
start singing. Yes, Nawar, tell me.
I'll do something that is totally not expected. So unexpected. That will definitely
That's
draw the.
fantastic. That's fantastic. Yes, doing something out of the ordinary would help definitely. Fantastic. So singing, doing something out of the ordinary. Anyone else has any ideas?
How about moving on? Ignore.
Ah, we'll come to that towards the end. Said, what about you?
Me, I would all of a sudden surprise, shock. And everybody.
I hope it is not something too shocking.
No, surprise with the joke, all of a sudden something like, I just have a great news for you all. Hold on, listen me, everybody here. Okay, the joke is like the meeting is going to continue.
Fantastic. Great. Anyone else?
I think we can throw it, like we will pick one by one to get the response individually so that they will come up with the general response.
All right, that's also a fantastic thing. So let me share something from my experience. Usually when I'm MC, what happens is I have a backup and a backup and a backup, all right, of jokes or something that I can do whenever the audience doesn't respond. And there have come multiple times where I use all of them and still the audience doesn't respond. So remember the first rule that I told you? What is your role as an MC? To keep things moving. That is your main role. So if in case something doesn't work, don't worry. It is not your job. Your main job is to keep things moving. So what Job said was exactly correct. Keep things moving. You move on. It doesn't matter whether you fail or whatever. It's an experience. Don't worry about it. So if the audience doesn't respond, all you can do is move on. So excellent responses by everyone. I hope you learned a lot during this session. And I hope, and whenever you're stuck with any MC role or you need any help as MC, you can always reach out to me. I was the MC for the first virtual DTAC. I had been MC multiple times. I was the MC when the humorous Muhammad Katani came for a comedy night event. I have done multiple MC roles with different things. So I love doing this role, but definitely there are more people, more professional people as well who are there. But however I can help you, I can help you in whatever capacity that I can. All right. So hope you all had fun. If you had fun, just please raise your hands. Oh, great. Fantastic. Thank you all once again. So that is me signing off as the Toastmaster of the day or the Master of Ceremonies. I would like to hand over back to our beautiful acting president, Toastmaster Alina Paul.
Master of the day. Wow, that was the best MC training that I've ever seen. Speaking from experience, that was really entertaining. I'm sure everyone has learned something today, right? Am I right? Am I right? Am I right? Yes. Okay. And I really like the table topic session, and I will work on my farewell speech. Don't worry. Please erase that from your memory. Anyways, so let's move on to the most awaited session, the guest feedback. Who do I start with? Can I hear from Toastmaster Seham? Toastmaster Seham, are you with us?
Can we launch the poll also for best table topics?
Okay. Yeah, okay. So while I wait for Toastmaster Seham, let us launch the poll. Oh, I can launch. Okay. You can vote for the best table topics. Keep voting. Is it visible? Only 2 people have voted so far. Okay. 4 more to go, guys. Vote away. And 3, 2, 1. All right. So, Nawar Ibrahim, are you there with us?
Yes, I am.
Hi.
Hi.
You can start by introducing yourself because I couldn't do that in the beginning. And then you can tell us how you felt about the meeting today.
Okay. So, as you know, my name is Nawar, and I'm a very ambitious person. And still, I'm trying to exploring myself and my capability, and improving also myself by attending as a guest because of my own personal commitment. I couldn't be a member yet. I'm just postponed it to the next year, perhaps, if I will finish my exams.
Okay.
So the things is that I really feel that I am growing up. Every moment I spend it with the Toastmaster clubs, whether your club or any other club. I'm attending both English and Arabic as well. And I hope one day I'll be able to be a leader and to be able to lead myself first, then to be able to influence the other to do the best of the best in their life. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster. Thank you, Nawar, for that beautiful introduction. And I didn't hear your feedback. Okay, you gave a mixed feedback, so that's good. I hope you enjoyed today's session. And let's move on to Biolina. Toastmaster Biolina, are you there with us? All right, Toastmaster Faria, are you there with us? Oh, Toastmaster Biolina is here. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi.
Yeah, hi everyone. It was nice to attend this meeting. Actually, I wanted to come up with a workshop, but I was a bit late. I think I missed it. But it was great to be there and to listen to this table topic. I gathered few ideas of how to be a master of ceremony, and bravo that I attended.
Great. Nice to hear that.
I
Thank
had to
you.
tell bravo for myself because I attended.
But
And
you did a
thank you
good
for this
job. You
good
did a good job.
opportunity. I thank you all.
Yeah. Thank you, Toastmaster Biolina. And
Thank you.
Faria, are you there with us?
Hi, yes, good evening.
Good evening. Hi,
Yes,
how did you enjoy the meeting today?
I completely enjoyed it. Best part was, of course, the table topics and the lovely MC ideas that came up with everyone. And I was actually attracted to the workshop itself. When you sent out the poster, I was convinced that I had to attend this meeting. And I'm glad that I did. I learned a lot. Thank you so much.
We're glad that you did attend as well. Thank you, Toastmaster Faria. And Seham, I don't know if you're still here. All right, so let's hear from the guests, from our members. Joseph, how did you find today's session? Joseph?
Hello, can you hear me? Yeah. Can
Hi,
you hear me?
yes. Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Sorry, my net is a little unstable. Please bear with me.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, overall, the session was really wonderful. There were so many insights and takeaways based on the Toastmaster Alan disclosed with us regarding the Master of Ceremonies sessions, how the Master of Ceremonies can go or happen across in different scenarios and events. Like we may not come across, like as he rightly said, we have seen very familiar with how it happens with the award functions or any school functions or annual functions, but something we actually conducted with regard to a funeral function, calling up someone's close friend. Such things was very insight giving sessions, and more than that, it was very active session. Everyone could get a chance. Everyone was actively participating in all the table topics. That was wonderful. Thanks a lot for Alan to make it so active and giving chance to everyone and giving so much of insights about the topic. I really enjoyed the session, and thanks to everyone who made it wonderful. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Joseph, for that wonderful feedback. Now, any other member who would like to give their feedback? Job?
Hi. Actually, Master of Ceremonies, this session I have been waiting since long because I sometimes get few opportunities to conduct this for our friend's birthday party and a friend's kid's birthday party. So where I do a lot of blunders. And since it's a gathering of our friends, so they just forgive me. But based on today's session, I got an overview of how more things can be managed. It's like it's the role of the MCs to keep the show going on. As in a small birthday party, it's like right from the cake cutting ceremony, then you have the game session. So there are different role players similar to the Toastmaster. So you're just assigning the task to each person and you're just letting the show go on. So this really helped me and it was wonderful. And the best part was the table topic, which was very interactive. Everyone got a chance to participate. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Job. Should we move on to the awards, or would anyone else like to give their feedback?
Saeed and Fakhruddin can also give the feedback.
Saeed gave it during his general evaluation, but yeah, you are open to give your further feedback if you have any.
Thank you, acting president Alina. Sorry, I got disconnected again. I logged in, so I was at the right time. Okay, so this was a much needed one for me. Means it really helps me. Like most of the times I visit places like me being in. It will help my profession as well because I am in the sales team. So I need to introduce my other fellow members like in a professional way. So it actually helping me in my professional level also. So I cannot be like so fluent, not 2 minutes introduction, but surely help me in my professional level. Thanks, Alina.
Thank you, Toastmaster Saeed. I hear from you and Job that this really helped. The session really helped you to take it up in your life outside Toastmasters as well. So if any of the members have any other topics that you would like our club to take up as educational workshops, please feel free to contact me or anyone in the XCOM so that we can have more sessions by somebody who is really good at it. So keep it in mind and do let me know if you want anything else. And Nawar, yes, you have raised your hand.
Yes, I just want to say something. First of all, thank you very much to Mr. Allen because he really gave me a huge, a huge insight about the PMC subject. But the thing is that I do respect his opinion, but I have my own opinion regarding to the making the show going on. For me, I would have questioned the purpose of being the PMC. I mean, there must be a message that I have to conduct it to the others. So if I will let the show going on despite of the audience, they are not with me, then I would have gained nothing. So for me, the purpose of being there is to draw the attention of the audience and make them with me so that they can gain and I can gain. So it will be win-to-win situation. I'm not really experienced on on this particular subject, but this is my humble opinion. It might be right, it might be wrong. So thank you very much. And it was very, very, very eye-opening session. Unfortunately, I couldn't attend it since the beginning. That's why I didn't vote, because I felt it's unfair for the others whom I didn't listen to in the table topic to vote. So I'm sorry. Thank you.
Okay, no worries. Thank you for your honest opinion and a great tip. I believe, Alan, would you like to comment on that?
Yeah, see, why I said move on is only the last case scenario if nothing works out at all. Like that is the reason why I said in the beginning, it's important to know the agenda, and as long as we are following the agenda of it, it is fine. Uh, because there comes situations where nothing works out, and when nothing works out, we tend to feel demotivated that why is it not working out. So when you come to that situation where you feel like nothing is working out, what should I do? Should I back out now? I don't know what is happening. So when it comes to that scenario, then just keep it in your mind. You can always just move on to the next session of the thing. So yes, try your maximum to grab the attention of the audience. I'm not telling you to give up on the audience. I'm just telling you of the worst case scenario. That's all.
Thank you, DT Malin. I believe we've all experienced that before. Initially, when there was no reaction from the audience, I would get a little annoyed, or like I would lose my confidence and my tone would just go different on a different scale. But yeah, so that point of moving on does help. Thank you for that. I believe we've gotten feedback from everyone, right? If anyone else is there, you can raise your hands, or else we can go on with the. Are we missing anything? No, right? We can adjourn the meeting, right? Right?
The awards.
All right. So let's see who the best. We have a default best speaker is Toastmaster Fakhruddin. So
congratulations, Fakhruddin.
Thank you.
And the best table topics award goes to drumrolls. Toastmaster Faria Fatma.
Wow.
Shah Rukh Khan, where you at?
That was unexpected. Thank you so much.
Congratulations, Faria.
Thank you.
And the best role player award goes to RMC, Toastmaster DTM Alan Paul.
When did we vote?
The president has made this. I hope our actual president does not kill me for it, but okay. So great meeting, everyone. So before we leave, can we take a group photo? If you all are able to open your cameras, your MC poses. I don't know what that is, but your MC poses.
My pose is already there. With logo.
I look like I'm punching someone. Okay, the job is like I give up. All right. So, Alan, can you take a picture? Okay. Thank you, everyone. With that, meeting number 33 is adjourned.